Oh, come on, Coach. Come on, Coach. Pick up. Coach Pete Beliveau of the Dalhousie Tigers.
Good morning.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I apologize for this. I'm in Moncton right now.
Oh, are you?
I just on the other line, and I just missed your call there.
Oh, that's okay. Do you have time?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, great. Friends, it is Pete Beliveau, the head coach of Dalhousie Tigers men's ice hockey. Coach, obviously the big news coming out of your program this summer are the splash of recruits. Everyone in Pittsburgh right now is talking about Maxime Talbot, but you've got a different Maxime on the mind, Maxime Tanguay.
Exactly, and we're very excited to bring on Maxime Tanguay to our program. There's a kid that drafted in the third round with Chicago Blackhawks 2 years ago, and didn't really work out, but he wants to get a degree and then maybe move on to play pro. But we're pretty excited for him to get his degree at Dal and obviously wear the Tiger jersey.
What was the process behind that of getting Maxime to come to Halifax?
Well, we started looking at him last September, and then we got lucky when we got Bobby Nadeau, who happens to be his best friend.
Okay.
So then when Bobby committed, Bobby helped us pretty hard. And when Alex played at the Mooseheads way back when,
right,
that family and Alex loved it in Halifax. Plus, we had the degree he's looking for, so everything worked out perfectly for him to come in. And we have a lot of minutes to offer, so it was a good fit.
Good. Do you think you'll be able to get 4 years out of Max?
I think so, to be honest, because he seems pretty intent on getting a degree.
Good. So carrying on with the splash of recruits, the newest recruit is Ryan Stoddard.
Ryan Stoddard, who played this year in Dieppe with the Commandos, formerly the Moncton Beavers. Actually, we've been working on him for 2 years, too, when he played in Pictou County with the Crushers. And then this year moved on to Dieppe, and I thought he was the best player at the Fred Page Cup the last 2 years. So he wanted to come home, and we wanted to come and play for us. So we got a really good hockey player.
Let's go down the other recruits. Jordy Burke.
Jordy Burke is a highly sought recruit. You wouldn't believe. He played in Cornell for a year at 18. Went there kind of young, but he played quite a bit, and then went back junior in Fort McMurray this year. Unfortunately hurt himself, but he's a prototypical quarterback, like Gonshaw or Nicholas Lindstrom. He has 7 schools after him, and he committed to us, so we're very excited to get him.
Tanguay's best friend, Bobby Nadeau?
Yeah, Bobby, he's a guy we wanted all the way through. We wanted a goaltender that was solid technically, solid mentally, and Bobby has both of those things, and he wants to be a dentist, so we think he'll be at Dal for a very long time.
Defenseman Benoit Gervais.
Yeah, Ben had 62 points this year in the Q, second top scoring D-man. Again, another highly sought D-man. We've been working on Ben for a year and a half. Wanted to become a pharmacist, and the fit was perfect. So it worked out great.
So you've managed to get some guys who you actually have programs at Dal that these kids want to take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good fit. Dal has so many good programs, such a good school, such a great city. It's not hard to sell the university nor the city. And the minutes, like we're totally rebuilding.
Right.
Haven't made the playoff in 5 years, so we needed guys that wanted to come and be a solution, be part of the solution to what we want to do. I mean, we got an even dozen as we're speaking, and I'm expecting one more. So we'll have 13 going in September, and we think we can make some noise.
Wow. Danielle Bartek?
Danielle Bartek has played in Everett this year in the WHL. Played in the Czech national junior team in the first line. Again, borderline player that could probably play American League next year, but wants to get a degree and wants to become a Canadian citizen because he's got a girlfriend when he's out of Brandon when he played for the Wheat Kings.
Right.
He's a top-line player, whether a centerman or left wing, we're not sure, but he'll definitely be a go-to guy.
Right. And you probably had no problem selling Halifax after spending a year in Brandon. A couple years in Brandon.
Well, yeah. I'll be honest, Brandon's not that bad. I've been there a few times, but definitely Halifax comes out number one.
Gabriel Lundin?
Yeah, Gabriel is a little kind of a project. He's 6'5", 6 foot left winger, played in Sweden. Again, wanted to come in North American style, and we think he's going to help us with his grit. Great play. He's big, and he plays big, and he's got pretty good hands for his size. And
one more, Jacob Johnston.
Jacob Johnston played in Camrose. Again, was in Cornell for a year at 18. Kind of went too young with Jordy Burke. Mm-hmm. And, again, he was highly sought. UNB was after him, UBC, Waterloo, Western. And we landed him. And, again, that happened because his best friend's playing with us, Jordy Burke. So, But he's also a defenseman we wanted. There's no package deal. He's just high-quality D-man.
Obviously, you're gaining have gained a reputation as a tireless recruiter. How much emphasis do you put on the recruiting process as part of your package as a head coach?
Well, it'll be my 18th year in the CIS, and the key to success in CIS, or NCAA for that matter, is the key to success is recruitment. Mm-hmm. There's no other ways to put it, and it's all hard work. There's no magic formula. You got to put your pedal to the metal and just work hard. Like I went to Val-d'Or, Quebec. I went over Alberta, BC. Went to Stockholm. You got to put the time and that not to take no for an answer, and be relentless. Mm-hmm. And it worked out. So far, we're very happy with our class of 09.
Let's review your personal history a bit. Obviously, you made your mark at the University of Moncton, winning a national championship in '95, silver medal in '99, and then you moved on to Lakehead in Thunder Bay, took the team to a CIS championship, and then after that you went on to correct me if I'm wrong here, the Belleville Thunderwolves. I'm reading this out right off the... Oh, no, that's Lakehead, right.
After Lakehead, I went to Windsor, Ontario for 1 year.
Right.
They were looking at putting that job full-time, so I was there as a part-time coach.
Oh, okay.
And a high school teacher. It didn't work out because they didn't have the money to be a full-time. And at the same time, Dal came up, so wife and I wanted to come back home. Our son had a baby boy, so we wanted to be close to our grandson and our family. So
right.
It was perfect to land in Halifax and coach Dalhousie.
So that's why you ended up at Dal after only a year at Windsor? There was just
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we were away for 7 years, so
right.
We're very happy to come back in the Maritimes, and what a better place to be than Dal.
Right. I had head coach of the men's team, John Campbell, last fall, and coming from Ontario, I asked him if he ever thought it would take so long to get his program over the hump. And he said no, he honestly didn't realize it. Do you think your previous experience with AUS hockey has been beneficial in terms of knowing that you got to really gear up to get your program over the hump in this conference?
I think so. I think you can't, like in '99 in Moncton, in the fall of '98, we went out and got 12 kids, and the next year we went all the way to the finals to CIS. And I'm not saying this is going to happen here, but you have to bring in quality players because it's such a great league, and the league is a lot better. And I left the league in '01 to go to Lakehead, and the league is even better now. The parity and everybody's strong, so you got to bring quality players in order to compete in this league.
Based on your recruiting class and what you have coming back, again next year, you have UNB, St. Mary's, Moncton. Are you going to be able to get into that tier 1 crop of teams?
We think we can make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we'll be mature enough and grow fast enough to be in that top 3 or 4, I'm not sure, but I think we can be in the top 6, simply because it's such a good league. You got to give everybody half a year to mature and grow. You just don't. Rookies, I don't care who they are, you can't dominate that quickly. So we know we'll give ourselves the time, but we feel we can definitely make the playoffs.
Nice. Did you have time to watch the Stanley Cup Finals with all your recruiting?
You know what, I did, and I'm very happy Pittsburgh won, and I watched every game. And now I'm gonna miss hockey, and my wife won't, but I will.
What's your assessment there? How did Pittsburgh end up beating the Red Wings?
I think, to be honest with you, they were younger. I thought Detroit ran out of gas. I thought Pittsburgh's defense as a whole was the key to the series. Everybody had Detroit's D, but I thought the forechecking of the Penguins and the management of the puck by the Penguins D, and obviously Fleury the last 2 games, games 6 and 7, made a big difference. Mm-hmm. But I thought Penguins' character could be down 2-0, could be down 3-2, and to come back and win is unbelievable. They can say all they want about their superstars, but the character in that team is very admirable.
Mm. I've been saying, obviously you've been watching hockey for a long time. I felt like this was the best package of playoffs in the NHL in a long time.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Every series was unbelievable. I mean, Washington and Pittsburgh, or Detroit and Chicago. You're right. It was a long time since we've seen that kind of hockey.
Well, Coach, I'll let you get back to the recruiting. Hopefully we can talk more as the season goes on. And,
definitely. Anytime. You know how to reach me.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, thanks.
Here. Bye-bye.